Hi guys, today I just want to get a simple message across because many of us are on the path of trying to find success for ourselves, for our families and our friends. And on this path, we find ourselves being busy with being busy. We have to-do lists that are 10 pages long, and we're trying to rush and we're trying to get everything done. It's like the rat race is never ending, and complexity is the order of the day, as it seems in 2020. And it's been that way for many years, that we're trying to get more and more done on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, and a yearly basis. But sometimes simplicity also gets the job done. Sometimes the simple approach or approach to life can get you the results that you want. Since we were kids and as we were growing up, we always had this thing in our minds and in our hearts where you have to work extremely hard. And yes, don't get me wrong, hard work works. But sometimes, if you have a simple approach to things, you can still get the job done. When you're studying for a test, it's in your mind that I should study 12 chapters in 5 hours. And that complexity goes to your brain and you think you want to pat yourself on the back and you want to tell the whole world what you just done or what you're busy doing. But instead, you could have said, I've got 12 chapters and I have 12 days. I can study a chapter a day. And that simple approach still gets the job done. Many of us, we want to try healthier diets and exercise routines that are so complex that not even the elite athletes, bodybuilders, CrossFit experts, they don't even practice these complex routines. And yet we are beginners and we think complexity is the way to go. So instead of changing your diet overnight, maybe you should just cut down on your carbs. Maybe you should just watch your fat intake or your sugar intake, whatever the case may be, and see 15 days from now, 30 days from now, the simple small steps that I'm taking, how will they impact me in 60 days time? If you're starting a fitness routine, maybe you should start with push-ups instead of wanting to do body ups, or you want to do chin-ups that are a little bit more difficult to do, especially as the numbers increase. If you're a songwriter or you're a book writer, instead of writing a whole book, instead of making 12 songs, maybe you should just focus on the simple thing of writing one line or rapping one verse, whatever the case may be. You guys, slow and steady finishes the race as well. Like I said in the beginning, you can still get the job done if you just break it into smaller progress steps. If you want to clean your house from the roof to the floor, you have to start with a simple thing, like for example, making your bed in the morning. Making your bed in the morning will get you accumulating the small confidence, the small competence to say that I can at least make my bed. Who knows, the next thing I can do is maybe clean my toilet. The next thing is I can clean my kitchen, whatever the case may be, the smallest of steps. and before you know it, your whole house will be clean. For those wanting to start a relationship, we have this thing in our minds where we want to approach someone and all of a sudden we want to get married tomorrow. It doesn't happen that way. It's too complex for both individuals. You don't even know each other. Maybe it's just a hi, how are you? I think that's enough for now. And then you take it from there. The simplest things. And before you know it, who knows if you guys are for each other. It'll happen when it happens. Instead of you saying, no, I want my boyfriend to be a reader of books. I want them to listen to classical music. I want them to exercise every day. I want them to have good morning routines. That's a little bit too complex. It's a long list of things you can't control. Maybe a simple request would be, I hope this person respects themselves. Maybe this person loves themselves. But these things are the smallest of things that will build into even bigger things. You guys, I don't want to make this message too long. All I want to say is, find the simplest of things that you can do. Because for years we've been programmed to think complex and difficult and big. And there's nothing wrong with complex. There's nothing wrong with having big dreams. There's nothing wrong with having a long to-do list that you tick every single day. Well done to everyone that does that. But sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves wanting to do the complex instead of focusing on the simple things that will eventually add up and then make the difference. You guys, I hope this video helps you to think a little bit more on the ground level, because really on the ground, that's where the things happen. I hope this inspires you to start with something very, very small and just build and just build and just build. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Stay well and stay blessed.